Anthony Grasso here, bringing you financial news you can use. In this video, we're going to go over the 5 ways your student loans may change under Biden coming up in 2021. But before we get into that, if you like this video, smash that like button down below. Definitely helps me out. And consider subscribing if you're interested in financial news that could benefit you. So let's get right into it. Okay, so everybody knows right now that the coronavirus pandemic has impacted our everyday lives, included financial aspects like mortgages and student loans. And under the CARES Act, we were given a reprieve of student loan payments going into the end of this year, and it's going to be extended till January 31st right now. So there's still news on whether that's going to be extended on the moratorium for student loan payments into 2021. But rest assured, with the new stimulus check package that's possibly coming out in the next couple of weeks, that's going to happen. So I'm going to briefly go over what the 5 things that have changed are, and then I will go into greater detail on it. So as part of Biden's campaign platform, he proposed making several key changes to federal student loans. Now, if they become reality under the new administration, how could that affect you and how you borrow and repay student loans going forward? Okay, so number one, some federal student loan debt could be canceled. I described that in the previous video, and we're going to go in that in a little bit more detail. 2, you may borrow fewer student loans. 3, receiving student loan forgiveness could be easier. 4, Pell grants may expand. And 5, income-based repayment plans may change. So let's get right into number 1. Some federal student loan debt could be canceled. Now, as a centerpiece to the higher education plan, Biden has proposed canceling up to $10,000 in federal student loans for eligible borrowers. That could help making a dent in what you owe. Now, there's other plans to forgive $50,000 with the Schumer plan and the Warren plan. And then the other people farther in the progressives want all student that canceled. But most likely we're going to see anywhere between $10,000 and $50,000 of student debt canceled. But there's going to be a hitch with that. Cancellation doesn't apply to private student loans as of right now. If you have private student loans, refinancing could still save you money, though. So you can still refinance that debt. But who knows what the legislation is going to come out. So they could possibly go out to private student loans as well. All right, so number 2, you may borrow fewer student loans. Now, rising tuition rates are one of the biggest drivers leading students to take out federal student loans and private student loans. Now, one potential solution Biden has proposed to tackling the high cost of education is making 2- and 4-year public colleges tuition free for families making under $125,000 a year. That's his proposal. Now, you would still be responsible for paying other costs of attendance. Now, we just know that tuition is just only one cost. If you're a student, you have to pay room and board, books, supplies, transportation expenses. But making college tuition free, Biden's plan could lessen certain borrowers' refinance on student loans to pay for college. That means less student debt to repay after college. Now, you might still get into student debt, but if it's tuition free, that's a huge chunk of the equation already out. All right, the third thing that may change. Receiving student loan forgiveness could be much easier. Now, certainly, student loan forgiveness allows eligible borrowers to have some of their federal student loans erased after 120 qualifying payments. This type of forgiveness is available to borrowers with eligible federal loans that are enrolled in income-based repayment plans. Now, President-elect Biden's proposed plan would make it much easier to have student loans forgiven. For every year of national or community service a borrower completes, $10,000 of undergraduate or graduate loans would be forgiven. This benefit could be claimed for up to 5 years, and it could be claimed retroactively for borrowers who are already enrolled in public service loan forgiveness. So we all know there is a public loan forgiveness program, but he's going to be expanding on it. Now, this, again, would only apply to federal student loans. Private student loans wouldn't be eligible, which is another reason to consider student loan refinancing options if you're currently in private student loans. Okay, number 4. Yeah, I said that right. Number 4. Okay. Pell grants may expand. Now, Pell grants are designed to help lower income students pay for college independent of student loans. And now they're a grant, so you don't have to pay it back. President-elect Biden has proposed doubling the maximum Pell Grant amount and expanding benefits to include more middle-class Americans. Either measure could help out making college more affordable and more accessible. And getting a larger Pell Grant could mean fewer student loans and the need to fill the financial gap for borrowers. So let's take that. So he wants to make tuition free and expand Pell Grants. So that's going to reduce your overall college expenses. That's a good deal. All right, number 5, income-driven repayment plans may change. Now they make it easier to keep up with federal student loan payments. Biden's plan for income-driven repayment could allow you to pay less towards your loans. Specifically, if you make $25,000 or less each year, you wouldn't be required to make any payments on undergraduate federal loans. Your loans won't accrue interest either, which is a money savings plus. Now, borrowers above that income threshold would pay 5% of the discretionary income over the $25,000 amount towards their loans. So after 20 years, any outstanding loan balances for people who made their payments according to the plan would be forgiven. Now, so what does this all mean in the macro sense of the word? It means that changes are going to possibly come for student loan borrowers going into 2021 and beyond. It seems like Joe Biden is making a big proposal to transform the way our secondary education kind of operates right now, with the tuition, with the Pell Grants, with the income-based repayment plans. He's going to probably make it a focus of his first year on changing that. Whether it succeeds or not is yet to be seen. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos on student loan updates as they come in. So if you like this video, smash that like button down below. It definitely helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And consider subscribing if you like financial news you can use. And you see this bobblehead right down here before? Click that bobblehead and add me to the subscribe button. Smash that button. Okay, we'll be talking with you at the next video. Ciao.